I'm going to say something uncomfortable right at the start. Most people who are currently talking about AI in leadership circles or giving talks around it, writing posts, or building any sort of authority around it have never actually used it properly. Not consistently, not for real work, and or in a way that required any depth of understanding. And that gap between people who talk about AI versus people who actually work with it is exactly what we are going to unpack today. Hi, I'm Deepak Jain. I'm an AI native leadership coach and AI consultant. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what surface level AI knowledge actually looks like and why it is so dangerous for anyone, especially in a leadership role, and what AI fluency looks like from the inside. If you stay with me throughout this live, here is what you will leave with. One, a clear way to identify whether your own AI knowledge is actually solid or whether it's just surface level dressed up as expertise. Second, three specific signs that your team or organization is operating on in AI theater rather than AI substance. Number three, a straightforward test. A test that you can apply to any person claiming AI expertise, including vendors, consultants, or even your own leadership team. And you can then figure out if they actually know what they are talking about. AI. If you are joining mid session, drop a hello in the comments and tell me your role. I want to know who is in the room today. So, now let me describe two types of people I see constantly in the AI space right now. The first type has read articles, watched keynotes, attended some webinars, or AI classes organized by their company. They can tell you that AI is transformative. They can even name some big models, llamas, and all that. And they can even quote a Gartner statistic. And when someone challenges them, they get defensive because in their mind they are informed. While the second type has children down. They have sat with these tools, they have used them for real tasks and watched them fail. And these second type of people who figured out what good prompting looks like through trial and errors. They understand. They understand why an AI gives a wrong answer confidently. And they have a mental model of what these systems can and cannot do. Not because someone told them, but because they have experienced it. They have experienced it themselves. So those two people who are not even close to the same, but from the outside in a meeting room, they will look almost identical. And this matters enormously. Because if you are in a leadership role, and it matters because the person making decisions about AI adoption in your organization is probably the type one. And they are making those decisions based on the type one knowledge. Now you see the risk. Now, what does this surface level AI knowledge actually look like in practice if we talk about that? And here are three signs for that. Sign one. They talk about AI in terms of tools, not tasks. They might be saying that we are implementing Copilot using ChatGPT. There is no specificity around which task or workflow or what output they are going to change. And these are the answers to a question they have not yet asked clearly. Second sign, they cannot explain what hallucination means and why it matters. And this is not a technical question, it's a judgment question. If a leader does not understand that AI confidently is producing wrong information, it can affect the proper quality standards, even for any sort of AI assisted work. And the gap will go down. It's already costing organizations. So now sign three. So they have never had a real conversation with an AI tool about a hard problem. Not just to write him an email or write this script. Complex strategic business question, that analysis kind of task. Scenario they were genuinely uncertain about. If they have not done that, they have not seen what these tools are actually capable of. And they have not seen where they fall apart. Both of those things matter before you make investment decisions. Now, here is the test I promised. Three questions. Ask them to anyone claiming A expertise, including yourself or your leadership team. First question. What is a specific situation where you got a wrong output from an AI tool? And how did you catch it? If they cannot answer this, they have not used it enough. Question. Which AI tool do you use most in your daily work? And what kind of tools? Not I use AI for various things kind of answer. Specificity. Third question. What is one thing AI cannot do well that people commonly expect it to handle? Like if they say nothing, AI can do everything, then just walk away because they have never. These three are the questions that separate people who have done the work from people who have just consumed the content about AI. And this difference matters because one of those two types is people who is qualified to lead AI decisions for your team, and the another one is not. So here's a quick reset for anyone who just joined. We are talking about AI. We are talking about the difference between surface level AI knowledge and AI literacy, and why that gap is one of the most dangerous thing sitting inside most organizations right now. So stay with me because we are almost at the most crucial part now. The distinction. The distinction between knowing how to apply it with genuine judgment. And that's the entire foundation of what I built with the leaders in my AI native leadership program. This is a live structured training program for managers and directors where the first module does not start with tools. It starts with clarity. What AI actually is, how it works underneath conceptually, and what is the exact limits it has. Because a leader who has that kind of clarity makes every subsequent decision better. Link is in the description if you want to take a look. No pressure, but what I just described is the gap you are sitting with right now, and that is where you start. Now, the most dangerous person, the most dangerous person in any AI conversation is confident like one thinker. They move fast, they make noise, they get budgets approved, but down the line, the organization has a graveyard of AI tools that nobody is using, and a team that is more skeptical about AI than when they started. So AI leadership is quiet and deep. It is built on genuine understanding and it is increasingly rare. So here's my question for you today. And be honest about it with yourself. When is the last time you sat with an AI tool and used it for something that actually changed? Drop your answer in the comments and follow the channel if you are not already. Like I'm planning to go live multiple times a week now, and this will be the exact kind of content I'll be sharing over the coming days. And please share this with one person in your network who you think is like version one thing, not to embarrass them. Don't embarrass them. To give them clear understanding and a guide to go a deeper, the next level further. I see you in the next one. Thank you.